No, like I'm like super hyped about this game. I've been waiting for like years, like forever for this to have an official release, but I was following the community-led one, where they were making the translations and stuff for the 3DS version, but the fact that they announced it for Switch, I was like, oh my god, yes. So I'm actually really hyped. Really, really, really hyped for this. You should crack my case. Oh my god, Aurelio. Let's see, found you on TikTok and I've seen your notifications a few times, but I've always been busy when you're live. It meant to stop by. Aw, thank you so much, Velia. I appreciate that. Oh, but yes, I only stream 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursdays, because on the other days I work on YouTube stuff. I used to stream every day, but that was just a little too much for me. A little too much. Alright, let's go. New game. Dude, I've been waiting years for this shit to come out. Okay, okay.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some were swept away by the tide.
Oh, it looks so nice. And yes, this is a new game. What?
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Oh, it's gonna start off like this. Okay. Okay. Venez-vous au la carnival. I don't know French. I don't know French. I don't even wait, try. Oh my god. I really tried to read that. Defendants. I really tried to fucking look. The only thing I know is omelette du fromage. That's the only thing I know. Oh my god. No, like, it's kind of sad because my parents, they're French. Well, they're Haitian, but my dad is half Haitian. He's French and Haitian. So like both my mom and dad know French and Creole. I don't know any of that. Oh god. Okay, Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants, Antechamber 5. Oh god, the language barrier is gonna be great. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be just that be lumpy?
Lumpy
Thank
space
you.
88 OMG.
Oh,
Thank you for 17 months. You knew Ace Attorney hype.
Yes, yes, Ace Attorney hype. And hi, Lumpy. Yes, I'm so excited for this, dude. It's been forever. Like, an Ace Attorney game has been due for this stream. But anyways, let's continue. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? See, I like how what they did here. This kind of started off in, I think, what, Ace Attorney 2 or 3 with Edgeworth when his case, when supposedly he shot someone. So it's kind of interesting that the main character is starting off by being, I'm assuming, accidentally accused of shooting somebody. So I like that start. I like this start already. What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares, murderer. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. Look, don't apologize. Look, I am innocent until guilty, bitch. Leave me alone. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough. Oh, hi. Oh, I like how the headband is just flowing in the wind. He's not obligated to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Oh, you're my little high lawyer. Yes, and until the judge. Aw, Ikami, thank you so much for the raid. And I hope you had a good stream. Dude, today is gonna be great. I love this. Quite the breeze in that room, right? For real. See, yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has a right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. So he has a sword, that's all he needs. And yet, I still seem to know better than you. No, and yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Why does that sound wrong? Why does it sound like I read that wrong? Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. Look, he's about to be accused of murder. I don't blame him for, like, being just out of it. I did, thank you. I was also streaming Great Ace Attorney. Oh, please, like, I know this is gonna be a great game. Like, I've been waiting forever for this. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's good so far for you, where you're at. Obviously I just started, but I'm already loving it. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this, I'm sorry. Yo. I forgot his name was Kazuma, and every time I hear that, I think fucking Smash. This is the origins of Kazuma. He was a defense attorney before he went to the dark side. to become a fighter in Tekken and find his way into Smash. The origins of Kazuma. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by students. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me, I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high. You mean, I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Of course. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Look, can you not read my head? Or unless I said it out loud, then that's different. Let me see. Took Capcom long enough to license it. Always down for Ace Attorney goodness. For real. I kind of low-key want like an Edgeworth spinoff. I don't care like where it takes place. I just want an Edgeworth spinoff. Because Edgeworth is bae. Edgeworth is just everything. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma, truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's city of London together. Dude, C's and S's are gonna be my worst enemy tonight. I'm already feeling it. And U's. Oh god. If only it were that simple. Oh dear. Look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Have you played Miles Edge's Investigations? Yes, I've played both 1 and 2. Like, Investigations is really good. Like, if they could make a Switch, like, remake of it, or just, like, another one for Switch, like a whole brand new one for Switch, I would love that so much. It's really good. It just takes the pace of regular Ace Attorney and just flips it around. It's amazing. See you in English class. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. God. I'm just waiting for like that one sentence that just trips up my stuttering and I like die. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asogi, may I have a word? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. Ugh. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Dude, let me get some water. My stuttering is fucking tripping up today. Alright. But those of you that don't know or that I knew or that is new to my stream, I do actually have a stuttering issue. So you will see me stutter on like a couple words here and there, or I may take a little longer than usual to say some words and stuff. That's just me trying to like stop the trip up and try to say the word, or I may repeat the sentence again just so that I can say it. But yeah, that's but I try my best to keep it under control, especially during games where I have to read a lot. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. I am so hyped. I just want to start the case already. Come on, Ryunosuke, let's go. ... this is awkward. If I may, just can you leave me alone? Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Yes. As much as I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial... Oh. I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. Okay, you see, why would you... Why would you tell me now? Why didn't you tell him, like, before he took on the case? The fuck? What? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. Oh yeah, gee, thanks. Of course. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. I hope the first case isn't hard. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Oh, sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. I like how the music kicked up too. It's like, oh, there's certain peculiarities. Like, oh shit. Oh shit, but then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do. It's a setup. No, don't do it. It's a setup. But what will the question be? No, it's a setup. Because I'm $10, the judge is going to be like, oh, do you, defendant, find yourself guilty in this? But then he's going to be like, I do. And then, I don't know. It's a setup. Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Yeah. He's going to say something like that. No. You motherfucker. Of course not. I don't trust you, Mikotaba. I don't trust you. Defendant. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. But can I say how they did the illest glow up on the guards? Like, if you see the progression of the guard models from Ace Attorney 1 all the way down to now. It should seem our word discussions are to be cut short. Look, it's why the hard words? Why the big words, man? So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Excuse you? This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. Like, this man just coming in incredibly sus, for real! And so, with absolutely no idea of what lays ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Oh boy. Here we go. Supreme Court of Judicature. Courtroom 2. So this is a courtroom. He's so like nervous. He looks so goddamn nervous. Oh my god. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of these people sitting in the public gallery. Brunosuke is baby? For real. Brunosuke is 100% baby. lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that B have demanded that this be a secret trial, and you need to be stopping with the B's and the cryptic B words, please. Thou must not, thou shalt not speak in such manner. God damn it. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public? Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. See, so I'm throwing the entirety of mobile Twitch into the dumpster. I tried watching stream 3 times and all of them didn't do anything. Aw, that sucks, Chaos. It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Ooh, let's go. Oh, Winston Payne! Winston Payne ancestor, let's go. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, the music. Okay, I'm getting goosebumps. I like this. The prosecution is ready, Excellency. Ouchie? Ouchie? I'm gonna call him Payne. You are Payne's ancestor. I'm gonna call him Payne. As is the defense. He's Winston Payne to me, I'm sorry. Calling him Payne. Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who is going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do... We're gonna do this. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? I do. Let's do this. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. What? As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear he will advocate for his defense. Yes! Me! What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that oh, thank you for the follow, Kami. I appreciate it. And I will throw a follow your way when I get the chance. I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... what? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotama told me everything. Just now before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. Well, it's fine. Look, we got this. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you... Look, this is a fail-safe, alright? This is so you can still go study abroad. No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Look, Cosmo, just take it. Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotama shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Hand, not pain this L. Very well. The court hereby recognizes that the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
Objection!
Look, Payne, I'm gonna kick your ass. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Yes. Hmm? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear? Defended Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard this name more times than I'd care to remember. But, wait. I don't know the name! I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunosuke? Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. Bitch, I didn't even see the name. Oh, you know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. Thank you. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of R. It's so bold. Press of R. Oh, thank you. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. I gotta head offline now, though, but I look forward to catching your streams. Aw, thank you, Akami! And yes, I will have fun with this, and I hope you have fun with the rest of your playthrough of it as well. Thank you so much again for the raid and stopping by. See, I just have to press R for the court record. Alright, there's no time to lose. R, court record. Yes. Oh, it looks so clean! Ah, I love the UI. This is a list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. Let me actually adjust my camera for a bit, because it's actually bothering me that the text is not being shown. Okay, that should be much better, because as much as I like having the big me, for Ace Attorney, I know I'm gonna have to have the camera just slightly smaller than usual. But you guys should still be able to see me just fine, and now you should be able to see more of everything else and the text. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, let's continue. So I got my my pin, and I'm assuming the case file. Oh yeah, whenever you start Persona 4, I found an icon banner, or whatever you call it, for the schedule. Alright, Chaos, I will go ahead and actually just drop it in Discord so I can have it. So when I'm ready to stream it, I can have that ready. See, this is the list of evidence you've collected. Now trying switching to people instead with R. You'll find details about the victim here. When you're done, just press B to go back. Oh god. Ooh, okay, so we got Kazuma, Eugene Mikotoba, and John H. Wilson, the victim in this case. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press X to present. Try it now. It's this one. Yes. Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Yeah, pain. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire, that's bad, for sure, is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But that nationalities and treaties won't make any difference from here. Oh, wait, for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class. I can't English! See you in English class tomorrow, then. Partner! Ah yes, British big words. For real. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. But why? So I went over to the professor's table. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death. Well, obviously, that was, and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. Loss of blood. Ryunosuke. Look, Kazuma, I checked the file. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. Yes, is this one present? Yes. Yes. Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Can you just say that he suffered hemorrhaging? Like, just fucking say that. And fucking got these words. Or just say massive blood loss. He suffered massive blood loss. That's all it says it in the paper. He suffered massive blood loss. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report. I take it. Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry. Yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. I already thought it too, because there was one case in Phoenix Wright in the series. I'm not gonna say what case, but it involves. It was a very crucial point in the case too. It was like, okay, did this person actually shoot him? Because based on the gun wounds, if it had any ashes, like any burn marks, that means that they were actually close point blank at you. And the thing is that I don't want to say much to ruin it, but like it was such a crucial point in the case. I'll never fucking forget that case because it was so bullshit. And like you had to remember that tiny detail, and it was crazy. I remember that. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. Thank you, thank you. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. I get the time period that you're in, but that is a picture. A fucking dead selfie. That's what that is. Just call it picture. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. I'm gonna love this time difference though. This sense of, obviously it's in the past, but I'm gonna love the whole like fascinations with new gadgets and things. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Oh, yes. I liked that. Okay, Payne. He's like, bitch. Court, let's start, bitch. Okay, Payne. So without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happens. This is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer. Clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Of course. Yeah, of course. It shows his legs and he's just doing the team skull stance. Oh god. Of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Oh, loopholes. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is, right, rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. My ass almost said Rhine. I legit almost said Rhine. And I'm like, wait, wrong game. And wrong spelling. Oh god. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Oh god. I'm ready. I have like started to start this case already. Oh. Hello, Mr. Butler. Ryan appears in old time. Alley-oop. Oh my god. Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-styled restaurant called La Carnival. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. I mean, if it's blood, I mean, that's bad. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago. Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incidents. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. Ooh, okay, this song is cool. Okay, I am loving the soundtrack a lot so far. I like this. I like this song already. I love this cross-examination song. Well, technically it's not a cross-examination. This is the words I can't remember, but this is his side of the story. Or no, this is cross-examination. Anyways, I don't know, whatever. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Yes, this courtroom theme, whatever, this sequence, I like. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery, just pots, pans, and silverware. A gunshot rang out, and I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I suspect he did it. I think he did it, but we'll see. I found the victim, an English gentleman slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Yes! Where's the objection? Yes, you are right! I was the one holding the gun, but I didn't do it! Yes! Oh my god. Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. He's all chill and cool. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witnesses. And can I say how the animations are a lot better? Like, they're a lot more fluid compared, well, like, it's so good. Oh my god. If I may confirm 1 point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court. Wait. Yeah, the same man we see here in court today. Yes, he's gonna say yes. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? Yeah, you should wipe that blood. No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table. Oh, you know. Oh, I got the tinglies. Just say it. Say it. What's the matter, Ryunosuke? He has the itch to say it. It's in your blood. Please say it. That's just not right. Say it. Say it. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Bitch, interject! Do it! Say it! Say it!
Yes!
I want the objection so bad, not yes. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? Look, bitch. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to. Okay, let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Actually, from his angle, if the lady was sitting across from him, he couldn't have seen the lady because he would be blocking him. Right? Well, you're clearly very conscientious, waiter. just say that he has a keen eye, or he's very, thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Dude, I'm gonna learn so many words in this game. How to say words in this game. Oh, well. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Oh, you fucked up, sir. Oh, you messed up, sir. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Yeah, he's about to die. The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record. Can you shut up? I'm trying to read. So, the court has now heard a precis of the case. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. We are not looking at a black and white case, because I'm already ahead of the game here. It's gonna be a problem with placement and where he saw the gentleman get shot. $10, that's gonna be it. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishments. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. He looks scared shitless. He's like, fuck. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Kazuma takes no for an answer. Do you see his eyes? Do you see the flowing headband behind, just on his head? The flowingness behind his head? He's not gonna back down. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it. Professor Mikotoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. Kazuma, say something. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. I can't make him sound like he's startled. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Yes. Indeed. Prosecutor Ouchie. Is that how you say it? Because I feel like I'm saying ouchie. Ouchie. Owie. I'm just gonna call him Pain. Like, I know it says ouchie, but I'm gonna call him Pain because that's clearly Winston Pain's ancestor. Please continue with proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. And just in a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Oh, this is gonna be the new mechanic, I believe, where we talk to all of them. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupants for the courts. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Nosa reporting for duty, sir. Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District. Kyurio Korekuta, at your service. Oh, god damn it. Pun names again, right? An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. I just realized. His name's a pun of ouch. Ouchie. Like ouchie. Ow. Winston Pain, of course, Winston Pain. But pain and then ouch. Oh, I just realized. I just realized, because when you said puns, and then I'm like, oh yeah, ouchie, like I had a flashback of me saying that. I'm like, wait, no, I'm saying it right then. Ouchie. Literally, okay. I love this game. I love this game. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Yes, Anosa. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-nude. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. Okay, thank God. Because I'm trying to keep up with like his shit. And I'm like, okay, I understand some of these, like what he's trying to say. I'm using context clues. Just stop it. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his fire at the baby? Did I hear a baby? The fuck? This man's as impossible to understand as the other. I think that was a baby noise, but I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Yeah, okay. Was that a baby? So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. I think the baby is an indication that he actually did it. I think whatever word that the baby crying triggers is that section that is not true. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear from your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir... Okay, look, what is up with the baby? Can the baby just, like, get the fuck out? Because that's throwing me off. Yes, sir, standing by ready to report, sir. Unsavory memories of a most acerbic? It's either acerbic or acerbic afternoon. Witness testimony, let's go. Testimony, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Testimony, it was testimony. Anyways, what the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. You did not. Okay, so observed is where Okay, obviously he didn't. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees and investigating where. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Yes. You need to stop with the big ass words, sir. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed a vital moment. I'm already seeing the. Yeah, I know. Me too. Like, I already saw the loopholes. Like, this is. So, I'm gonna probably be really big brained in this game because I played, like, all of the Ace Attorneys. So, I got the Ace Attorney blood in me already. I've seen it all. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Yeah, no. See, no, the baby crying is, obviously saying no. What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. I don't like the knife, you... Dude, do you know what would be crazy if it was the old man that shot the guy? But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Why would you pick up the gun? Why would you do that? After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Why would you just pick it up? I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang! Yeah, bang. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of yes. That is the most unsure hand raise. Yeah. It's like the teacher pressures you in school. Like, what is 3 plus 3? Answer me. You're like, yeah, I know. Pick me, teacher. You just slowly raise your hand. Pick me. You're like, and you're unsure what the answer is, but she did it anyway. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I am... I mean, the defense demands its right to cross-examination. Yes. Dear me, dear me. What is that kanji on Ouchie's fan? I don't know. I'm actually curious. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? I mean, it's obvious. The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
Ooh, yes, objection, yes. The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Bitch. Kazuma is so commanding. Oh, yeah, he's very commanding. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. All you'll need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now, let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. That's right. Okay. You have Ouchie being all like ethereal with his hands down. You have fucking what's his face? I'm already forgetting names because it's still like new, but you have my best friend just slamming the table like, dude, yeah, let's do this. Let's fucking go. I'm asserting my dominance in this shit. And then you have Ryunosuke that's just like no like assertion, nothing, just that was the softest slam I have heard in my entire life. In my entire Ace Attorney career. That was the weakest slam I've heard in my goddamn life. Oh my, it sounded like wet feet just slopping on the floor. That's what it sounded like. Oh god. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that screen so much. What the witnesses saw. Oh, that was clean. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical decision. Let's go ahead and check our evidence real quick. Okay, death occurred a little after 2 p.m. was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. Okay. Shows the victim. He was shot from the front in the chest and subsequently died. Okay. The card's not gonna go in play until much later, hands down. Okay. I'm visiting Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At the precise moment a firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian from the back. Oh, you're so cute. You said from the back, but he was shot from the front. You fucking dirty liar. Yes. Just how awkward he is. This is great. You have to say something. Not just yes. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache? Did he just throw it? Yes! I win! Inconsistency, sir! I mean... fucking slap! Yes! 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 There's a clear inconsistency here. Oh my god, I love this. What nonsense. What can't this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. He was shot from the front and not the back. How is that hard to say? How is that hard to say? Oh, I'm sorry. He was injected by a peculiar metallic cylindric object in the front of his torso in his breathing apparatus and not from the back. Is that what you wanted to say? God damn. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency. But there's no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. This is so frustrating. You looked what up, by the way? Oh, his fan has the kanji for guilty. Ah, okay. See, that's good to know. That's cool. I like that. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Kazuma, what? Oh, I'm loving this song. Yeah, okay. What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance that the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Yesanosa. Yes sir, no sir. Yesanosa. Yes sir. What sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
Yes, indeed he did. But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because... Hello? Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah, Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Ooh. Baby? That would... baby! Well... what the... what was that? Something just popped out from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. What would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Right. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Thank you. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were... oh, look at the baby! Firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony the court heard was proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iyasanosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Ugh. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, he got burned. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy. Yo, he fucking roasted him. Let's go. Okay. He roasted the shit out of him. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it off the floor. And you, old man, you did not see the moment the victim was shot either. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Oh, okay. Damn! Indeed, the Hoei era Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Rasute, in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was the military man that I proffered my Hoei treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table, I was in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. Bang. You heard the gunshot. You heard the gunshot, you mean. Indeed I did. But I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoei treasure. Nothing could distract me. I believe you. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. No. Yeah, no. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoei Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Why is he looking at it? That's funny. As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. $10 the baby has a coin. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. Hi, Shadow. Hello. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kuriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Oh, look at the baby. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Aido. Aido. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Aido. Teen Shun, your father's about to quell the enemy. Ew. Watch and learn, my boy. He needs to watch and learn that his snot's about to hit the fan. Oh my god, that's gross. That's gross. The True Culprits. Ooh, here we go. Even if what I saw wasn't at the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, at the foreign man he was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Why can't you just say it normally so I can understand without having to read it like 3 times? I don't know, sir. Yeah, I don't know, sir. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit tricky. I didn't catch this one. I think I was so like perplexed. Yes! Yes! Yes. But I'm I was a little confused a little bit in the like middle portion of the statement. That's fine, but I'm sure I'll catch it. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. That you must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. Okay. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incidents. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime council? Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. The photographic print of the crime scene has been entered into the court record. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. Huh. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takasuchi Auchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. Okay. How can this be happening? Like, I'm actually like thinking in my head, like, if there's no evidence that states the woman, then what evidence would it? I still think it's the card with the layout, but it's just odd that nobody saw the woman. The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examination, or to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. Okay. Cross-examination. I'm a tad bit nervous. A tad bit nervous on this one. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was. That young lad in black that much I saw I did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadets could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Okay. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood. The bullet that passed through the victim's body. The photograph shows the victim. He was shot from the chest subsequently. Let me examine. Oh, I can have a magnifying glass. Ooh, ooh, look at the big fork. Can you? Okay, yeah, you guys can. Look at the big fork. You get the big glass. You have his big nose. And then you have his big... Okay, let's go back. Alright. The head waiter's business card. I scheduled the worker's layout on the back. Okay. Okay, I don't need the magnifying glass for this. Okay, so... Because that's the layout, right? That's where he was killed. Realistically, anybody that's sitting, like, anyone that's sitting here, right, in this section, they would have line of sight to see him. Obviously. And if these are, like, this is like the entrances and this is the kitchen, then personnel, technically from here, they would see the woman because they have line of sight. But then anywhere from, like, I would say, like, if you're peeking here, you may or may not, because of it blocking, like this, his body would be blocking, so I'm not sure. Magnifying glass. No, that's just part of the chair. Anything? I need proof that there's something off. I need the proofs. To be honest, I don't think this magnifying glass is really gonna help much. I have to find a discrepancy here. Because the problem is that there's only one set, right? Yeah, there's only one set that implies that there was only one person. And... yeah, part of his steak is eaten. It's one set of utensils. The chairs look fine. Tablecloth is clean. It's immaculate. Like, everything is, like, perfect. Yeah, carbonated water, and then... Wait, can I not? Can I not go? Okay. Confirm that we were the only personnel present. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the English gentleman over and out. Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, the young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it was almost the same thing. Okay, no, that's not it. I was like, think it's maybe like a tricky shot, but I don't know if that's possible with this game. Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black, that much I myself did see. But we already confirmed that I shot him from the back and not the front. Maybe it's that evidence to point in with this? Confirm that we were the only personnel present. Let me press them.
Yes!
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Attention!
As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing callous in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. Ugh. If only there'd been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happens. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you would expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at the time of day and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Had a clinic, yes. There would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. Why does that sound familiar? 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incidents. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report part? Yes, ask for it, yes.
Yes!
Yes. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? Just give it to me, you ass. The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request from the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request. Dude, he's going in hard. Yeah, ouchie. Get the fuck out of here. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. The victim's medical report card has been entered into the court record. Thank you. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubts. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korikuta-san. Indeed, alone he was the Englishman dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniform could dispatch the Englishman. Furthermore, a visual search of the permission at the time. Okay, let's check out the evidence real quick. Medical report card from Hada Clinic that was found in the victim's pockets. And that was from noon to 1. A medical report card found from Hada Clinic that was found in the victim's pockets. Okay. At the foreign man, he was... That myself I did see. Even if it was on the precise moment firearm was just charged, same thing. I think I pressed him on that. And then... Wait. Okay. Or that one. I think it was that one. Yeah, it was that one. Alright. Thank you for the host, Shadow. Appreciate it. Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Dining all by himself. Can I press him further?
Yes!
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. That I did. Forgive me for the position I placed you in. No, you're wrong, because you said you had no interest in what was going on because you were on the floor the entire time looking for your crusty ass coin. I got you. Forgive me for the position I placed you in. So, the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let's not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table, a meal for one. No. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Therefore, no, I think, okay, no. He's lying. He's lying because he literally said that, like, he was so busy looking for his stupid ass crusty coin, and then he didn't really see much of what was going on. Maybe, I guess, walking in, he saw a brief of what was going on, but I don't know. After 2 p.m. and was caused by loss from a gunshot, the bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Let's examine this one more time. What is that? Okay, no, I think that's like actual drawing. Okay, no. Obviously gunshot wounds. Because I'm trying to find like any indication. Yeah, he's missing a lens. Okay, I like how Chaos is like, oh, I see it now. It's like, okay, well, I gotta see it. It's probably something so simple too, and like I'm thinking way too hard on this. And this is like the worst enemy for me in Ace Attorneys when I overthink. It's so annoying. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Okay, so that's... Wait. Yeah, because that has... Okay, the knife has sauce on it. The fork looks clean. Right? Yeah. Let me see. Wait. When he knew. Oh! Oh my god, Chaos. When you know something? Yeah. I may get this wrong. I think it has something to do with the fork. To be honest. With the beefsteak? Because I was gonna be like, oh, where? And then they're gonna want me to say like where. Okay, it's obviously not this part. It's not this card. Because I have to prove that he was dining with somebody else. That is the main thing. I have to prove that he was dining with somebody else, right? And these are the only two photos. There's only two photos that prove that. Now, his knife has stuff on it, right? His knife actually has like food things, but the fork looks clean. The fork looks clean. That and technically... Oh, wait, no, the steak! Let me get a marker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The steak. No, it's the steak. The steak wasn't eaten. This photo, majority of the steak is there, right? But in this photo, the steak looks clearly like eaten. And if you were to technically put the body, even if it's at like a different angle, like I think you still would have seen the steak being half eaten. I want to say it's a steak. Okay, I want to say it's on... I was on the right statement. Okay, no, I want to say I was on the right statement, but I do want to see his clue. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Wait. Oh, you mean this? Wait. Wait. Found in the victim's pocket. A medical report card was found in the victim's pocket. Okay, now I'm lost again. I thought like maybe like... No, if you look in the autopsy, it said that the bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Oh, you mean this? Let me see. Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A and you'll take a closer look at the piece in question. I tried that! No, it doesn't have the icon. It does not have the icon, so I think I was forced to be put in this situation. I think I was being too big brain for my own good. Press A and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use Hadoken to use Hadoken to find the secrets in your newfound evidence. Oh god. I'm sorry, when I see that quarter circle input, I think Hadoken. Oh god. Now you show me to rotate the evidence and alter. Now you show me. Okay. I was forced to go through this. Okay. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles by using Tatsumaki Hadoken. Oh god. What was... You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. Look at all this new tech. Because that ain't a Hadoken, that's just rotating stick. Like, Mario Party. Look, I don't care. You do that enough in Smash, you'll get a Hadoken. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press A to investigate further. Burn your hand because of Ace Attorney. So partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learnt by examining it in more detail. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use inputs and A to inspect my areas of the evidence that look suspicious. Okay, I had a really dumb moment here, but that's fine. This was a forced situation. I was too big brain for my own good. I was way too big brain for my own good. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I was trying to be like a superstar, but it's fine. Name, John Wilson. It says Hada Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics. Almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries. $10 is gonna show, like, on record if somebody accompanied him as, like, as, like, somebody with him that can be with him in there as a guest. Aren't they all the same? When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life. Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. It's this section. Dentist, Hada Clinic, record. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. What does it say? Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. So there was no way he could have eaten steak because this old man had no teeth. He had no teeth to do. He could not do it. His teeth are too sensitive. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West. Oh, fuck back then. Only, fuck no. If I got born back then, it's like, alright, come and take your laughing gas. I would be like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. I want my 21st century privilege as proper anesthesia. Get the fuck out of here with the laughing guys. Oh god. No. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. That means that he needed to have somebody to accompany him because obviously he's gonna be in a deranged state. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure, and he was there from 12 to 1. Incident happened at 2. There's no way that he could have been eating or drinking anything, minus the fucking carbonated drink that was there. He couldn't have, because he could only have water. Okay, everything's coming together. Everything is coming together. So Chaos, is this what you thought? Because hands down, you did not think of this. Bullshit if you found this out, Chaos. No, bullshit. Complete bullshit if you found this out. Until anesthetic effects have passed. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. The medical report card's information has been updated in the court record. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Record of dental work on the day of the murder. Victim had undergone dental treatment and been prohibited from eating or drinking anything but water. Yeah, no, this is somewhere different. Okay, good. I said the killer ate it, Rose, just saying. Maybe. Or it was staged. Not sure. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. Actually, no, because... What if it was Isanosa's steak? Because he said he was eating steak. Isanosa said he was eating steak. That could have been his steak to put there as a cover-up. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. Yes, because I totally skipped a tutorial situation because I wanted to try to be big brain. Oy. He was not dining by himself because he had no teeth.
Yes!
And I know I got it right because the music stopped. Classic Ace Attorney, thank you. Well, I think, about what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Ryunosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally, under the circumstances. I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. Thank you. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just... carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Alright, look, bitch. He had no teeth. He had stinky breath. He couldn't eat that shit, okay? And he had laughing gas. That's what I would say. Judge. Don't put me in court. Don't put me in court. Do not put me in court. Alright, and thanks for the advice. Don't put me in court. Oh god. Korekuta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statements. I like how he looks at it too, like, why didn't it slam? Why does it keep slapping? Something clearly doesn't add up. Obviously, he's like squeamish at like slamming. I get it. But it's cute. It's cute. Ouchie. Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry. What? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But... let's see. If I can explain in words, you might understand. Please don't use words. Big ones. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurants. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. But that's, remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Preach, Kazuma, preach! Thank you! Just make your points. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil. Okay. Oh, he slammed. Oh, yes. He was like, look, I'm tired of your bullshit. And he slammed that shit like a true defendant. All right, Ryunosuke, let's go. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that? What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hada Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. Yes! A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't... Korikuda-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we know, had just one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Anesthetic! Boom, bitch! Boom! Let's go! Let's go! Bang! Bang, bang! Expertly done, partner, even though I fucking stumbled on my words. That's fine. Well done! Yes! What is this nonsense, you little upstart? You mad? Those are baseless accusations. Just look at this. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
But is it his? Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can she follow the logic? How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke? Yes, most definitely. Madison, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel. Yes. Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it? Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... I don't know! I was so into it, and then it's like, wait. Why do I feel like I'm in danger? I felt something wrong too. I'm like, wait, I feel like I'm in danger. Of the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... Okay. Not the victim himself, obviously. Not us. So it's two. Either an unknown third party or the two witnesses. And I want to keep firm at the unknown third party. Because he did see a woman there, even though people claim he was eating there by himself. But that doesn't explain his persistence with seeing the woman. So I want to say it's the unknown third party. Because the old man was clearly looking for his coins and all that stuff. And the sergeant was so, like, engrossed in his steak, in his food. Like, I don't... It's not. So it has to be the unknown third party. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes!
Yes, there was, bitch. There was, because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet, we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. Ugh. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma, are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them. These two witnesses in the stands. What? What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you are deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury. Perjury? And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No! I mean, yes. That's we gotta tell the truth. Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders. That's right. As the man says, just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Korakuda. The gentle one? Woman? Sir? Would you like to elaborate on the woman? Oh. Would you like to elaborate on that, sir? What? What did you just say? Korakuta-san? Oh, no, you were just following orders? Now, hold on, lad. I was, say you never saw the gentlewoman? When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
What is the meaning of all this? And hi, Shroomy, hello. These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? Obviously, yes. Just one simple slip of the tongue. Oh my fucking god. Order, counsel, explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. The slap. Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well, that's classified. Imagine, bang bang. Like, if they actually got shot here, I would be like, all right, what's going on? So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. Ryunosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ouchie had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. But how? How can we possibly... Remember how we can... Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh, yes, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please, wait, Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I know nothing. And what does the defense have to say about all this, well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first thing that comes into my head. Do not put me on the hot seat. The size of prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is... Kazuma. He did it. He has my best friend. He did it. He tried to frame me. Poor me. He had me on his fingertips. Oh god. Oh my gosh, you changed the game so much. Hey, what's up, Breland? And yes, it's so much. It's amazing. Like they updated to 3D models and animations. I think it was on Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I think is when they introduced it, or Apollo Justice. No, I think Apollo Justice was still pixel. But I think Dual Destinies is when they introduced it. And then after that, everything else from then have been 3D. So this is just amazing. I hope you're doing good, Reland. Let's see. Besides prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses, Eugen Mikotoba. Obviously, it has to be him. Not a lowly waiter. I almost said butler. Not a lowly waiter. Obviously not the two witnesses. Obviously not Kazuma. He's a student. Payne, ouchie. He had no clue about this. Obviously it's Eugen Mikotoba. You're not gonna like this, my friend Kazuma. But it's him. It is him.
Yes.
There. What do you make of that? I think counsel that you may want to close your ears as well as your eyes. Really? I got it wrong? Otherwise, the size of disappointment in the courtroom may very well deafen you. If you feel you must close your eyes in a crisis, might I suggest you keep your mouth shut next time too? Otherwise, I may have to use influence I have in this courtroom to shut it permanently. Fuck you. Okay, I was right. I don't care. Look, I know he's my teacher, but like, you should have read the description. I don't have a great deal of influence myself, but believe me, I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well. Alright, don't get angry. I'll think again. There must be a clue somewhere in all that evidence in the court record. Actually, now that I think about it, there might be some pieces of evidence I haven't thoroughly examined yet. Okay, whatever. And what does the defense have to say about all this, Okay, yeah, okay. Look, I only thought the teacher, you know why? Because no, it doesn't sound weird because it says in the description, a medical school professor at the Imperial Yume University. He has an authority in forensic medicine and Kazuma's mentor. I thought because he has authority in forensic medicine and all that stuff, he could have been a part of this shit, you know? But okay, that's fine. I don't know. I just read authority in forensic medicine and thought, like, okay, that seems authoritative enough. Authority. Look, that was not a bad educated guess without looking at evidence. Just saying. Head waiter was serving on the day of the incident to manipulate the witnesses. It's obviously not going to be these two. From the British Empire. Yes, a dead man told them not to do it. Obviously. I'll be so mad if it's Kazuma. So goddamn mad if it's Kazuma. But, no, that's log. With the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses. Okay, second year at the Human University. He's my best friend. And besides being a student, he's qualified. He's a qualified defense lawyer as well. No, they're not gonna pull something like this, right? Because he's a qualified defense lawyer. He's qualified. So he can tell these guys to shut the fuck up. No. Let me search up a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna give my closed eyes. Is either that... I know I am overthinking. I am overthinking. I actually am overthinking. I don't believe Ouchie had any idea about it. The fact that he's saying that he doesn't believe Ouchie had any idea, there's only one other person. It has to be Kazuma. I'm sorry, it has to be Kazuma, because if Winston legitimately, like, if I'm gonna trust, I keep calling him Winston, but like, if I'm gonna trust Ouchie, it has. If I'm gonna trust him saying that, like, it's not him, and trusting my character saying that I don't think it's him, he's the only one out of everybody else that has that qualification. So, but why?
Yes!
Okay, that was wrong, because it didn't go silent immediately. I did it wrong. Who the fuck is it? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm speed through. I wish I could just like skip through this. Oh, can I check my quote? Okay, good. Nice overthinking. I know. I'm overthinking. But I'm in this section now, right? So, Chief Inspector. Oh, hi, Mr. Chief Inspector. Okay, I got it. They didn't give me time to look at things, but now I did. I didn't get to look at the card. And it doesn't let me switch. It does not. See, I'm pressing. It doesn't let me switch. All right. He's actually a chief inspector. Okay, it's 100% him.
Yes!
There it is. He's a chief inspector. Okay, I was overthinking because I was hung up on authorita, and they're like, who's the one with authorita? And I'm like, well, authority is somebody that has influence on things. Sometimes professors of high grade can have influence on certain individuals because they got the money. Money speaks in the influencing world, okay? The money speaks. So, like, even then, like, fucking, I thought my bestie, thank you, it's not my bestie, but he was a defense lawyer, so I'm like, okay, he has authority. He literally has the badge that says, like, respect my authority, shut the fuck up, I killed the dude, but don't say a damn word. And then there was another, no, yeah, I think that was it, because literally my first instinct, which I should trust my instincts more, but I never do an Ace Attorney, is the waiter. Actually, that was my first instinct, and I'm like, no, he's just a waiter, though. So that threw me off a little bit. I would say the principal, not teachers, to be honest. No, some teachers can have influence. They can. If they're like a renowned educator, they can. Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Objection!
Yes. You're also treating this like it's the last case when it's the first case. I know. I'm thinking way too hard on this. Poppycock. What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence. For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man truly were a waiter. What? If he truly were... Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosanaga's real identity as proven by this evidence. Thank God I fucking checked. Yeah, go back. I meant to press X.
Yes!
Yes. I'm not sure what this is supposed to prove, counsel. I think, Your Excellency, that what this proves is not the true nature of the waiter, but the true nature of the accused. Sorry? A blackguard who would stoop to presenting irrelevant evidence to incriminate an innocent man? That is the true nature of this rookie. Wait! There's something that proves who this raider really is, I'm sure of it? Alright, then I'll try. It's the card! Come on, Ryunosuke, time to hit this card with the draw. I did! I picked the card! Okay. Am I supposed to, like, actually examine it? Well, that's unexpected. Okay, I was supposed to examine it. That's bullshit. Why would you penalize me if I knew? That's dumb. I picked the right one. What is? Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga? Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title. His job? Oh, Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? Yeah, I picked the right answer, but whatever. They wanted me to see this dialogue. That's fine. I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here... The waiter's business card information has been updated in the court record. Thanks. You should just fucking give it to me, but whatever. Well, fucking ever. It's this one.
Yes!
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. There's the telling detail. That's where the telling detail is. Fucking flip the card. Just say flip the card. Flip the card. Will somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? He's saying flip the fucking card. That's what he's saying. Hosonaga sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession. The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious. That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stands. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... What? Oh! An Inspector Hosonaga! I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well... Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. So, you mean to say you really are a detective? Yes. But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Oh, of course! Your salary must be terrible! That's funny. I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga. But you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. That is indeed true. Clearly, you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Yes, that's yes, sir. You better say yes. Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable. As I suspected. Hey, what's up, GDX? How's it going? And it's going good. I'm doing okay on my first case. I'm overthinking, so I gotta take it a step back. I'm literally like doing things like 5 steps ahead when I need to be just doing on the one step. Bang! As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sailed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say, remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once? Right. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. What? The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as a primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom woman in this case. But it's not right. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. One possibility does spring to mind. Of course, there's always the one possibility. And what is that? What do you mean, Kazuma? Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory is a young Englishwoman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean, when I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. Oh, this is getting spicy. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty. What is happening here? Yeah, look, you need to go, ouchie. Go away. You're out of this court case. I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Right. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, the victim was dining alone. Oh, namely that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection!
But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Yeah, shut the fuck up, ouchie. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem? Maybe, because he's coughing up a lot. Nothing will get in my way. Right. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student, Giselle Brett, to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Your Excellency! Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Yay! To be continued. Ooh, okay, I was waiting for a point to like stop because I would hate to stop like in the middle of a case. Like stopping on halfway points in like recesses and stuff is nice. Yeah, save. Damn, 20 save slots. Holy shit. That is a lot. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so we're gonna stop here. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Those of you that just came in and caught me at the end of this session, I am going to try my best to get this uploaded onto my YouTube by Friday, I hope, if I can get the time to do that. But I am loving this game a lot. Like, this game is just, I'm loving it so much. I'm just loving this game a lot. Like, I need to brush off my Ace Attorney dust. it's been a long time. Like the last Ace Attorney game I played was Spirit of Justice, and that was some time ago. So like it's just great to just play another Ace Attorney game and just I'm so excited. But anyways, other than that, I'll see you later and have an awesome night. Bye bye.